The Po' Boy Pundits podcast is brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. Pulpery Media presents Po' Boy Pundits with your hosts, Brock and Ben. This is where we discuss the political headlines that grab our attention and all those little jerks that infuriate us.
Metal shows and stuff.
Correct.
The word schlonged got used on the campaign trail.
Yep. And not in proper context, I believe.
I mean, he was talking about Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, but I mean, assuming we're all on the same vernacular.
I think everybody knows what a schlong
Right.
is.
And I'm honest to God, I don't think I've ever heard it used as a verb.
Neither have I.
That's interesting. And I get Colin Joseph's, quip about it, which is, I believe Harvey Weinstein was doing the schlonging.
Right.
Not being,
Again.
Has he been in prison yet, or has he been out like on bail this whole time?
I thought he's been sitting in prison this whole time.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe.
Diddy's sitting in prison this whole time.
Maybe he did get schlonged, but not by one of his victims. So,
No.
Alleged victims.
No, Diddy's the one who did the schlonging.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Or maybe Diddy schlonged Harvey
There are going to be
with a lot of baby oil.
I can't wait until that list comes out, if it ever sees the light of day.
Oh, it will soon.
Well, then why not Epstein?
Because they're still trying to figure out who gets redacted and who doesn't.
On Epstein's list?
Yeah, because I mean, we know Stephen Hawking was there.
Yeah.
So
He's dead, though.
Correct.
So who gives a fuck?
Maybe his estate. Or where was he working? Cambridge. Cambridge may not like that.
Well,
We sent a handicapped man to a sex island for funsies.
He was Stephen fucking... Never mind. Because I'm not defending the man, but he's dead. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
It's not like he was doing anything other than watching. Could you imagine how awkward that is? Oh, my. Oh, my. I think Family Guy did that joke.
they did, yeah.
So, see, this is what I'm talking about. Schlong led us down this whole 2-minute diatribe about dicks. And got to Stephen Hawking.
Correct.
This motherfucker is using it. That was a town hall with an all-female panel.
Yeah. Who asked him hard-hitting questions like, I want to thank you for protecting the United States.
And then he goes on and talks about people.
Yeah.
Schlongs.
And what he said, he's the father of IVF?
Did I write it down? Yeah, he did, because it's Ivanka, and then...
Yeah.
I don't understand how nobody's calling him out on this shit.
Well, who was it? I was...
And how it was on a Fox News broadcast, like how nobody can look at that and go, that's the smartest man alive.
I want to say I was listening to Washington Week, another plug for them, and...
you sent me something from them, right?
Yeah, probably several times.
Yeah.
But yeah, this past week, one of their quick discussions, because they only have like 30 minutes, but one of their quick things was how anesthetized we've become to Trump.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And that, I mean, even like whether it's, or if it's MSNBC, they're just kind of like, all right, again, here we go.
He called the Democratic nominee
retarded. Yeah. Which is, that one is mind-blowing to me. And
then
wasn't...
double down by saying she's a shit VP.
Yeah.
And I'm quoting all this. That's not paraphrased.
Well, and he masks it in this. It's all because she's a woman. It's not like he can't really quote anything individualistic that she's done.
No. Which technically, as vice president, would be nothing. We discussed that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you could hit her on the tying votes that she's put in, but they don't do that.
No.
And
I mean, how many important tying votes were there the past 4 years?
Well,
why the Republicans have had.
Yeah, I mean, she had a few in the first 2 years.
Well, yeah, but then
once the Dems got the at least got majority in the Senate. It was, I mean, she wasn't needed anymore because they
had the majority.
Yeah, as long as Joe Manchin pulled his head out of his ass. But
good luck with that.
Yeah, but you know, it's that part was astonishing to me. Of you have a major candidate for president,
former president,
correct, throwing out what is an intellectual or a slur on
handicapped people.
Yeah.
And he's done the
right.
So this is like.
But that one he could dismiss because it was like, oh, I was just playing up to my audience. But this one, it's like, I mean, again, it's as far as we are now in modern parlance, that's the N word for mentally disabled people. So and that I saw, I think it was TikTok. I didn't see on any major news network. It was on TikTok, and then I had to look it up.
I had to see it through Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Because you're right. No, and then then I Googled it and found the videos.
Yeah.
But nobody's talking about it. Like the R word. I'm not going to keep saying retarded, even though that was like the greatest thing in the world, like in the late '80s, early '90s. Everybody was.
Yeah, but you never called anybody. I'm not saying we bring it back, but we never called anybody disabled.
No.
Or handy-capable the R word.
No.
You just called your friend that when they were acting stupid.
Or doing those things.
Yeah.
And then he follows that up with the all-time story of Arnold Palmer taking a shower and having a big equipment.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. Like I don't understand what in his brain said, let's talk about Arnold Palmer's cock.
I don't know, maybe he was talking about how great lemonade and iced tea go together before.
You know what? God, if I drank, I would.
To invent that drink, you gotta have a big schlong.
Yeah. And then he was like, guys walked out of the shower. They're like, oh my God. Okay, that.
I mean, I know it's not necessarily slander, but if I were Arnold Palmer, because Arnold Palmer did a lot to make sure he never took sides on anything.
Correct.
The dude never even said who his favorite current player was when he was on the senior tour.
Yeah, no.
So if I were in his family, it'd be like, why are you dragging our dad's memory into this?
People need to call him out more on that, but they don't, because again, we're just whatever, it's Trump.
Yeah.
So the thing that boggles my mind, I keep saying this shit still happens, and in polling, there's still everything showing.
It's a coin flip.
Right. How? Is Kamala not doing enough?
Well, again, that's...
Or is it just his cult is that fucking blind?
Well, it also depends on who they're polling.
Right.
So if it's, I think right now what it really is coming down to is, and what most of the polls should be targeting, are people who claim to be undecided. Now, again, a lot of times people will, I mean, you have, I'm not even going to say they get paid. People would just do it just to fuck with the system.
Yeah, I mean, I get
but
that.
People who...
But what does undecided mean? I don't like her because she's a brown woman, and this dude is clearly dementia-riddled. So, is that the undecided?
Yeah, probably. Or, they may not... it may or may not be a racial thing. I mean, it might be that they're convinced that she's, a Marxist communist. So, but that's what they might say. But then you go well, A, you clearly don't know what that means, and B, it's that part has always been weird to me when these people are I just don't know what to particularly at this stage,
and I'm not telling you who to vote. Do whatever you fucking want. Don't care, but
pick a fucking side.
And
I mean, have some gumption. Just even if it's just fucking put up 2 photos and throw a dart at it.
Right.
Go with it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So, like
neither of them is going to, like, it's not all of a sudden like Trump's going to come out on stage and be like, hello, my baby, hello,
right.
and doing the whole
new
Steve Martin dance routine. Like, you're not going to get that out of him.
No.
And he's not all of a sudden just going to snap and be like, well, actually, my financial policy is going to be.
No.
It's not going to happen.
And he's not going to have smart people around him. Although, you know what I found out? That Linda McMahon is in charge of the transition team now.
Okay.
Or up there. She was head of the SBA.
Right.
During his administration. But we'll get to the whole WWE and politics in a little bit. But yeah, they're like refusing the transition. Where like you have to sign all these documents and blah, 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 blah,
right.
back and forth. And they're like refusing to do all the shit that you're supposed to do during a transition if he were to win.
Really great. That's another fucking thing we'll have to deal with, and then be like, well, is this proper? What's the procedure? Because nobody's ever done it before.
Correct. He will have a bunch of he will have Elon Musk in charge of
yeah,
I don't know.
He'll probably make him like agriculture secretary.
I was thinking
or some
that,
dumb
or
shit.
what's the roads and
transportation secretary.
Thank you. Yes. God damn him.
Yeah, of course. Fine. Yeah, because he knows electric cars and
he knows transportation better than anyone. Speaking of him giving away $1 million a day to people.
Yep.
And framing it around voting and stuff. That's 1,000% illegal, correct?
As far as I can tell, yeah.
Right?
I mean, yeah, it looks like he's trying to buy votes.
$1 million at a time.
Yeah, I might do it.
But, when he sets it up as like, people go to this thing, right?
Right.
And then if you're at his event, I'm sure you're paying fucking money to get in there.
Yeah.
You have a chance to win $1 million.
Yeah.
To listen to him talk. And it basically convert you to vote. Not convert you, but convince you to vote for Trump.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to give $1 million away.
Although, Elon's not really too good at the public speaking.
No. But let's not get it twisted. Like, that's the purpose of these gatherings.
Yeah. No, and I mean, I don't want to get on like an Elon tear, but yeah.
No. But again, election.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah.
We brought
no, because I was going to mention something about like the booster rocket, but I'm not going to get into that.
The concept of a booster rocket?
No. I mean, well,
it's light speed, man. Light speed.
But
no, we're not going to go there. I want to talk about it though eventually.
Yeah, well, and on the flip side too, it's like there's not any new policy thing that Kamala's going to come out with.
Right.
God, but I'm trying to. I can't remember.
Her big thing is like abortion rights, equal rights. Like get that bill passed and sign it into law. Like, great.
Yeah.
Make that fucking law perfect. And then if she wants to do the stuff for groceries for elderly, money for, like you said, small business startups, like I can get down with all of that.
Yeah.
But I don't know how quick any of that will get passed.
Well, and that's the other flip side of this is that, it's a long shot, and it probably won't happen. But they are. Look, I mean, there is the possibility like the Democrats just have a clean sweep.
Right.
Now, maybe not filibuster proof in the Senate, but if you get enough,
we just need to get rid of filibuster. It's fucking stupid.
Well,
it's so arcane.
You got to get rid of McConnell first.
Well, that's close.
Then, but I'm trying to. That shouldn't require a 60 vote majority to change that rule.
No.
So, it's an arcane, dumbass thing.
It is.
And I'm still on the side like you got to fucking Jimmy Stewart that shit. The following segment has been brought to you by the Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. The Po' Boy Podcast is a production of Pulpery Media, produced and edited by Ben Grimion, marketing by Brock Ryder, graphic design by Beck Ryder and Ben Grimion, music by the Heisenberg Compensators.